Since its inception, SCM has evolved from a regional business to the leading national investor, changing the breadth of its operations, their geographical scope, corporate governance system and industrial focus. This decade has been the time of our rapid growth and continuous development. System capital management consolidated asset value early in 2004 amounted to just about $2 billion. By the beginning of 2010, it has increased almost ninefold to reach $18.5 billion. But the dry figures cannot give you the understanding and feeling of the progress we've achieved over this decade. So let's fantasize a little. Our mining and metals business, Metinvest, has produced 46.5 million tons of steel products since its establishment. This is enough steel to lay 465,000 kilometers of rail track, the total length of all railroads in the United States and Europe. In 2010, our energy holding DTEC generated over 28 billion kilowatt-hour of electric power. By 2015, it will have produced around 40 billion kilowatt-hour, enough to light Donbas arena during 889,000 matches, or 2,667 years. The assets of First Ukrainian International Bank and Dongor Bank total 25 billion 8 million Ukrainian hryvnias. This amount, if converted into hryvnia coins, would weigh 180,000 tons, too heavy even for the world's biggest bulk carrier, the Bergestal, with its 176,000 tonnage. If the newscast broadcast over 10 years by Ukraina Media Group ran on TV non-stop, the program would last 6,700 hours, or around 9 months, just the period of time needed for a new human life to emerge. The daily circulation of Сегодня newspaper is 130,000 copies. In 2010, the newspaper printed 352 million pages. If we made a walkway from them, it would stretch for 50,000 kilometers, longer than the equator. The area of Esta Group's property in 2006 was 68,000 square meters. In 2010, this figure increased to 142,000. By 2015, Esta Group will have commissioned new facilities, including Pushkinsky mixed-use complex in Donetsk, doubling the total assets area to 282,000 square meters. This exceeds the internal area of the highest structure in New York, the Empire State Building. The data traffic of Vega Telecommunications Group in 2010 totaled 126 million gigabytes. To process this extensive volume of information, the Large Hadron Collider, which handles 15 million gigabytes per year, would need over 8 years. The number of subscribers of mobile operator Life reached 11,700,000 in 2010. If we divide the total time they spent talking on the phone in 2010 by the Earth's population, every person would talk on their mobile for 40 seconds. In 2006, Parallel, the operator of our filling stations, sold 334 million liters of petrol, and in 2010 increased this figure to over 339 million. With the plans to raise sales to 387 million liters by 2015. A car with average petrol consumption could drive on this fuel 3,900 million kilometers, which is roughly the distance from the Earth to Neptune. Every day, over 100,000 people go shopping in Brusnitsa stores. During this video, 500 people went to Brusnitsa and spent 23,000 Ukrainian hryvnias there. Within a short period of time, SCM has become the business leader in Ukraine and Eastern Europe. But we are not complacent. We are building a truly international company with world-class standards.